Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Gran Turismo 3 Aspect. Today we're continuing on the Let's Play. This is episode 86 and in today's episode we're taking a look at the Elise trophy in the professional league. For that of course we need a Lotus Elise, which of course means we have to go to the UK, which of course means we have to go to Lotus, which of course means we have to go to the Motorsports Elise.
Because
okay.
yes.
It's okay, you can just breathe now.
Green.
Elise had Sonic 06 flashbacks.
Anyways, what can we actually do to this car? I thought the game crashed for a second there.
Is this at least that has like a central seating position?
I have no idea, but we're going to do all the things to this Elise.
I think it does, because I think this car's in GTR 2, and you just sit in the middle of it, because yes.
You can Google it if you like. Oh wow, you can actually do proper upgrades to the Elise.
Hey.
Can you do any turbo? Yes, you can.
No, it's not. It's a different car that just looks really similar, I guess.
Do 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 do.
Please don't remind me of that.
336 horsepower.
Oh.
Drivetrain, I'm not
There's
even going to touch it because I don't really care enough. Racing car doesn't come with racing tyres.
Nice.
Fuck it, I can't be asked to pit and they won't pit, so we're using those.
Nice.
Weight reduction on a race car! Yes!
Weight reduction on a Lotus race car.
There's no test course
more,
or anything
you need to
like
lose
that
more
in this
weight.
system.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna buy the gearbox just in case. I think I don't really need anything else. Anyways, there we go. That's the Motorsport Elise. How much do you weigh? That's the question. Never asked that on a first date.
About 350.
623 kilos.
So it's a lightweight. It's basically paper.
Yes. Time to drive the paperweight. And of course, because it's the whole thing, we have to go all the way over here to the Elise Trophy, which says incorrectly 10 rounds on there. It's not actually. Anyways, we go to Monte Carlo, Apricot Hill Raceway, Deep Forest Raceway, Roman Circuit Reverse, and Trial Mountain. Pretty fun race courses in a pretty unfun car, I'd imagine.
Nah, as long as you're not doing it on the Top Gear test track, you're fine.
Oh, God. No Top Gear test track in this game, for better or for worse. 10 laps of oh hey, there's actually 190s in this game.
Oh no.
Or in this race, I should say. Also, it's a race car. No downforce. Okay.
Shit, man, just get all that mechanical grip. You don't need downforce.
Gearbox. Let's fix that a bit. That should be fine, that should be fine. Okay, cool. Let's go!
It needs power.
Max power.
We have the best coloured Elise on the grid. Of course we do.
I mean, it's okay.
I can imagine you can probably get more power out of the 190s.
Maybe?
Doesn't really matter though. Also, can I just say, after driving that R390, this feels ridiculously slow. Oh yeah, I forgot. Didn't this game come out before the second gen Lotus Elises were a thing?
Yeah.
I think just before.
Yeah, because GT Concept has some of them.
Yeah.
It had like the Type 72, I think.
Yep.
Which was a weird car. Because it was black with gold wheels.
It was a car.
It was. Anyways, yes, this is basically... It's not really a rerun of the Irish Championship, but it kind of is in the way it runs. 5 races, 1 made cars, and I think it's the same for the Clio Trophy.
There's no test track, so that's good.
Which is Azza's looking forward to immensely.
No, I'm not.
Here you are, fam. You love Rhino Clios.
No.
And before Forza Motorsport 7 has a fucking Clio championship. I mean, no, Corsa championship just for Emile.
Oh no, we're racing Clios for Azza. Actually, no, that's already been done, hasn't it? Clio Cup Racing.
So yeah, it's a real life thing. So
We'll do Clio Williams Cup Racing.
I wouldn't mind that
Be alright.
if I had the game, which I still heavily debating if I'll ever pick it up or not.
Do whatever makes you feel less dead inside.
Shit, man, I already feel dead inside. What do I do?
I feel dead outside.
I feel dead all the time.
I feel dead in some superposition in between inside and outside.
I am feeling like the ride that somebody gave me on my birthday deathbed. Sorry. Stone Temple
Speaking of
Pilots came to my
leases,
head.
Speaking of leases, a lot of people don't know what actually happened to the Lotus Elise GT1 after 1997.
What happened to the Lotus Elise GT1 after 1997 to racer?
So, some privateers
It died.
bought it,
Right?
and they redid the bodywork, and they took out the LT5 V8. And you know what they put in it?
Rotary.
Viper
Four-cylinder.
V10.
Oh.
Oh.
Good.
But somehow the car was actually even worse than when it was Elise GT1. And it only ever showed up to one race, and it was way slower. And yeah.
Because it was old!
Well, I don't actually understand how it was that much worse than the original car, because the car had more power, it weighed the same, and it had improved aero, and somehow it did worse.
Yeah, but Duracer. Do you know what happened to the Lotus Elise GT1 after that?
What?
A man called John Hennessy bought it and he put a V8 in it.
Yeah. Actually, wait, no, I forgot. For one of the cars, some dumbasses decided to run it at the 12 Hours of Sebring in 2012 as not 2012, 2004 as an LMP1.
How did that go?
The car died on lap 2, I think. This was the same race where a Larber competition had the Panini Esperini GTR1 as an LMP1.
How did that end, Duracer?
They came like 5th, I think. They didn't actually do too bad.
Oh, I wanted the Panini
They
to
sucked
die.
when they got to Le Mans. They sucked really hard, but at Sebring they did kind of well.
Everything sucks at Le Mans.
That was also the same race with the fucking VW Touareg powered prototype.
What, the Audi V18? Or the Audi R18?
No. Like it was an actual VW Touareg V10 diesel.
Isn't that the JCB LMP car or something?
No, it's powered by Cat. Cat did the engine tuning on it.
Yeah, that's it. Shit, 2004 already had diesel LMP cars, that's scary.
Yeah, well, no, because you say that, but the car fucking sucked hard.
Yeah. I mean, when was diesel LMP? It was about like 2000.
When Audi got to them.
2006, wasn't that, or something?
Yeah.
I know Peugeot won like 1 year with a HDI, and that was like 2011. And I think they
Yeah,
bought...
no.
Didn't they bring the 908 in like 2009, I think it was?
Yeah.
And it had diesel then, so somewhere around there. I look like a deathbed.
There's also, I think, one car in 2004 that was powered by like fucking natural gas or something like that. 2004 was just a weird year for racing and prototypes.
2004 was a weird year for everything.
Yeah.
Except from video games, because they were all good in 2004.
Mm-hmm.
We
Well,
had
not all of them.
Need for Speed Underground 2, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Halo
Burnout
2,
3 Takedown.
Burnout 3
Yes, there was
Takedown.
lots of good games, but you can't say every game from 2004 was good.
Yes, you can.
Most of them were. FIFA 2004 was the best FIFA ever confirmed.
Let's see what was in 2004.
The
Half-Life
worst-
2, World of Warcraft, Doom 3, San Andreas, Halo 2, Unreal Tournament 2004, Rome Total War, Prince of Persia, Warrior Within, The Chronicles of Riddick, Battlefield Vietnam, The Sims 2, Burnout 3 Takedown, Far Cry, Splinter Cell, Pandora Tomorrow, Dawn of Warhammer 40,000, Dawn of War,
Oh, wait.
Underground 2, Madden 2005.
Oh,
Metal Gear
wait, you
Solid
know
3
what game-
Snake Eater.
You know what game came out in 2004? Big rigs
What?
over the road racing.
Exactly, best year for games.
That was 2000. That was 2003.
Oh.
Ah. GameSpot had it as 2004 for some reason.
Please don't say 2003 to me.
Its release date was November 20th, 2003. They didn't act. The reason it was 2004 for them was because it was, you know, one of those things you find in a Walmart bargain bin.
Yeah.
When people say 2003 now, is it bad I get that Underground Rap song in my head?
Yeah.
It's 03, we're back.
Okay.
Dilated, wherever we go, we might just flow the show and turn the party into a nightclub. Ladies.
There was a... Shit.
Who's who you trying to do? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love how Need for Speed Underground 2's on this list for most baditude.
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 But Underground 2 is the best Need for Speed game that's ever existed. And if you're wrong, I will fight you in the streets of Paris.
But another game came out in 2004, the PC version of Spider-Man 2.
Oh, yeah, that charming game. Brilliant.
Was it?
No.
It was more Spider-Man 1 and a bit, not 2. Nowhere near 2.
The PC version was also fucking buggy as hell.
Yeah.
Do you know what wasn't a good year for games?
2015?
2008.
Why not?
I don't know actually, I just literally, that was the first year that came to my head.
I would say, what games came out in 2008?
Grand Theft Auto 4 came out, that's a good.
Which is a good game.
Saints Row 2 came out, but so did its PC port, so...
You know what a bad game was? You know what a bad year was for games?
Gone.
1957.
Do you know what was a bad year for cars?
What?
1973.
No, it was a bad year for cars. 1970 to 1999.
The one.
Hey,
the one
I
where
will
that
not
really
have
shit
that. I will
Stingray
not
was
have
in.
that. You're hurting my SN95 boner. Stop it.
Oh, okay, 1994. You
Don't
happy?
say that. The Aston Martin DB7 came out in 94.
There was also a DB7 GT1 car.
The Citroen AX came out in like the 80s, so you can't say anything bad there.
Actually, I think of it.
You can
Oh
say
shit,
so-
that car was in the game. It's fucking the Apex.
Nice.
What year was that horrible Corvette Stingray in GT2 from?
1982. That's
That's the worst year for
car.
games. Yeah,
That
Which
was
year,
like-
sorry?
1982.
Oh.
Cars came out in 82. That would have been like, fucking... Wasn't that like when the K cars were becoming a thing?
Nah, K cars have been a thing since like the 50s, I think.
No, like the Plymouth K cars.
Oh.
They would have been like 82. Right?
Oh. Those K cars.
1982, what did we have? We had the Mercury Capri. The Ford Escort would have probably still been like the best selling car in the UK, because of course it would have been. 1980. What cars came out in? Literally nothing springs out to me as coming out in 1980. That was like sort of when Group B started, I think. Shit, what else happened in 1982?
I'm just gonna search 1982 into Google and see what comes up.
Like car-wise, what happened? It was probably a bad year for cars, not gonna lie.
Ooh, the Porsche 944, the Chevrolet Celebrity,
Yeah, okay, yeah, it was a really bad year, wasn't it?
the Mitsubishi Stallion,
Oh,
Wait,
the
Oh, wait, is
Ford
this-
Telstar,
oh, Jesus.
Mitsubishi Cordia, Pontiac 6000.
oh shit, the Ford EXP.
Oh, baby, that saves the entire year.
Apparently, the Opel Corsa.
Oh, the Nova. The Nova was...
No, the Opel one, I think.
Oh wait, the 37 came out at 1982.
Yeah, but the 037, everyone forgets about its existence.
Yeah,
It kind of doesn't matter anymore.
the Austin Ambassador.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Also, the Renault 5 Turbo was.
Do you know how many
1982.
Austin ambassadors are left in the UK?
3.
24.
Oh.
And all of them are for sale on eBay at the moment. In barns.
Is that Cadillac? Cimarron or whatever the fuck.
Cimarron?
Cimarron. Yeah.
Cimarron?
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not bad at pronouncing shit car names. But I mean, Chevrolet Celebrity though.
Chevrolet Solid.
Oh wait, is this the Subaru? Oh, the Subaru Brat came out in 1982.
Okay, that year's
Kinda
redeemed.
saved a little bit.
No, because if you have a pickup truck that has seats in the back seat, just so you can call it a sedan, that means that you won.
Exactly. I don't think it... Is it enough
Ford-
to save it from the Ford EXP, though?
Ford Sierra.
Okay, yeah, it's kind of saved now, isn't it?
Not the good one, but it's where it started.
Oh, I like
Chrysler
that
Fifth
one.
Avenue.
Plymouth Park.
Oh wait, I was wrong. The Subaru Brat's 1978.
Okay, never mind, the year's not saved. Fuck that
Yeah,
year.
shit.
The year's dead to me.
Lancia Prisma.
Jesus.
Oh god, 80s Lancias that aren't rally cars.
All Lancias that aren't rally cars, let's be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the Lancia Y, like the first gen.
Well, actually, I actually do like the Monte Carlo.
But that was a race car.
Well, no. That's just what... No, the Monte Carlo was just what they called the Beta in Europe, I think? I forget how that... Yes, the Beta Monte Carlo.
Yeah, that was a race car.
No, there was a road version.
It was a Group 5 race car, Geracer. Stop trying to cheat and be like, oh yeah, no rally car Lancias are good, but how about this Group 5 race car? That was great.
Well, the Group 5 race
No
car
racing!
was barely...
Right, okay, let's reframe that. Any Lancia that ever went racing ever is not good Lancia.
Well, no, because calling it a Group 5 car related to the road car is kind of, you know...
It's got the same body,
Wow.
sometimes. Ferrari
So, are you
512.
saying that my Ford Fusion is basically a NASCAR car?
You
I
got a
too
Ford
touched
Fusion?
myself and fuck.
That's basically what Group 5 is.
That's how much I'm kind of concentrated on this chat. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just so
I didn't even
lost
think
right
you
now.
was here, to be honest.
You're
Wait a
welcome.
second, wait. People took Lancia Betas rallying.
Listen, I'm sorry,
Oh
right?
shit.
The best car ever is still fucking that Nissan 300ZX. That's it. Oh, that Nissan 300ZX. That's in Forza 6, where like it's got all these massive wide body panels, and if you look down the back end of the car, you can see the actual car underneath it all.
Nice.
I don't even think it was like that in real life.
I know, but it's so dumb. It's great.
Yeah. That era of racing in America was weird. One of my motorsports teachers actually worked on the Nissan GTP car from back then. So like that car's big brother, basically.
Hey, do you know what was cool?
What?
Can-Am cars.
Oh. Speaking of... Oh, I just found out a car I didn't know had a Group 5 version.
What?
Fiat X19.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm?
You could buy body kits for those that made it look like that.
There's also Triumph TR7, I think there was a Group 5
Oh
version.
Jesus, the TR7. What an appalling car that was. Do you know what that car's famous for?
Nothing?
Starting the UK car recall system. Because they kept catching fire. Because electrics.
Nice.
British cars having wonky electrics? I've never heard this before.
Yeah, it got so bad that like actually started Britain's recall procedure. That's how the reason we recall cars today sprouts back to the Triumph TR7 sprouting electrical fires.
But to help your ego a little bit, the Triumph TR7 Group 5 car was an absolute pile of crap, so...
Hey, let me point this out, right? You can say UK cars explode all you want, right? All that happened with us is some electrical fires, right? And the Fiesta
Stop.
occasionally got exhaust gases into the thing. Do you know what the French did? Citroen
What?
BXs would literally catch fire if you turned the key.
Oh.
They had to recall them because they kept catching fire. And the worst bit is, right, and I'm not making this up, they started recalling them in France. 15 months later in the UK, they still hadn't recalled them in a woman's car. She went to go get in it to get to work. She turned the key and it just... Fire!
Jesus.
The engine caught fire.
Because France.
Fucking Citroen BX, what a car.
What a car. What a car.
Also, speaking of car... Hold on! Oh wait, no, never mind, I'm being retarded. You know the lap timer?
Mm?
I thought for a second that was the total timer, and I thought it was missing a number for a second. Anyways, the Lotus Elise doesn't like curbs.
No.
But at least we don't have to change tyres.
The one thing if we're talking about like race cars, you want to know what car probably has like the most different versions of it for no real reason? That's not a Porsche 911.
My car. Oh, hang on.
No, Thunder, your Pontiac Park Avenue doesn't have that many versions.
Pontiac Park Avenue. I'm pretty sure that's a Buick.
Listen, I know your Pontiac Peter Pan is going off now, but like...
Pontiac Peter Pan.
But the Pantera has like,
Listen,
10 different racing versions.
I get that you're jealous of my Chevrolet Lancer GTR. Okay, I understand.
Listen, Thunder.
I thought you had the ZL1 package too.
No, I have the Scat Pack.
I know you're very,
That's
very...
a real thing.
You're
from
very
for Dodge.
jealous.
Yes, I know, it's a great name.
I know you're very, very jealous of my Subaru Super Slot, but you need to stop.
Subaru Super Slut. I'm not sure if I'm
Oh
jealous
no,
of
that thing!
to be honest.
As a why?
Just a bit of banter, innit?
M1 dressed as a Miura. Why does that exist again?
Because
it does.
No, baby, someone posted something in the online chat room.
It's
At
a heckin'...
ucam.com.
At ucam.
Express sexual fantasies or whatever tickles your pickle at ucam.com.
Oh, does it actually say tickles your pickle?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know if ucam.com's a thing. It sounds like a shit version of YouTube. Hey baby, you should subscribe to me on www.justin.tv. Wait, what? Remember Justin TV?
I miss Justin TV.
Remember when Twitch
Is
wasn't
it Justin
shit?
TV what Twitch came from?
Yeah. I remember when Twitch wasn't shit.
I mean, it's not as shit as it's not as shit as it was back then, to be brutally honest.
I know, I still don't like Twitch though.
Fair enough.
I still prefer it over YouTube. I'm sorry, I just do.
I mean, you can prefer whatever you want. I mean, some people prefer to, like, be spanked, but I'm not really a fan of that.
Some people prefer to buy an old Volvo instead of an actual car.
Some people really like a finger up their prostate.
I mean, it's where the G-spot is.
No, it isn't.
It is.
The
Some
G...
people like the Yugo.
Don't knock it till you try it!
Listen,
Do
the
people
G...
actually like
Fucking
the Yugo
Jesus
in a
Christ.
non-ironic way?
Listen, some men have a G-spot in their asshole. I have a G-spot when the fucking turbo blow-off valve happens.
Oh shit.
Have you seen those people, like you see them in newspaper where it's like, I orgasm 200 times a day, and it's like, okay.
What?
How?
Oh, yeah, like,
At what point does it turn into blood?
That doesn't sound healthy. If it's
Some
200
women say they
times a
do
day.
it. Like, they just orgasm all the time. There's no stopping it.
I'm pretty sure there was like a guy who did it like, what was it, 1 to 2, like, or just over like 24 times or something, and then died.
Oh, the Brazilian guy, he did it 43 times. Now, I don't know about you, but I struggle to get a second time out of it half the time, so I don't know what the fuck he was doing. Mind you, it's Brazil. People are bored in Brazil. Games consoles are expensive in Brazil, so you may as well try and break a wanking world record.
He must have had something going on that to cause to do it. I mean, I'm pretty.
He would have had
I mean-
literally no penis. There'd just be veins from where it once was.
A bloodied stump.
Yeah, a bloody stump, you're just touching it occasionally. Like, seriously, how the fuck do you do 43 times in a row?
Be that guy.
Was it a really nice booty ass bitch?
I don't really
or
have it. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really have an answer there.
It's fun to try it
Why
out
don't you
live
try
for
it
us now.
yourself?
Oh fuck no!
See if you can wank 43 times by the end of this episode.
HD challenge.
HD challenge,
43
boys!
times in an hour.
Can we do real life HD challenges?
HD challenge. Tell everybody to fuck off.
Well, that's a really easy challenge. We need something harder.
HD challenge. Try to look for liveries in the FSP 2015 that aren't porn liveries.
By telling everyone to fuck off, I mean you lot.
Sir,
Yes.
I am electric.
Boogie.
Sir, I am mechanical.
Mayhem.
You can't feel it. It's electric.
What the fuck?
The electric slide, man.
I wish I went to the moon.
I wish I was the moon.
I wish I came on the moon.
I wish I was a Ford
don't.
Pinto.
I wish I was a Ford Pinto.
Actually, you know what? Apparently, someone was actually planning on entering a Group 5 Ford Pinto at the 12 Hours of Sebring.
Yeah, they probably
70s.
saw what happened when that guy tried to make a flying car out of a Pinto and thought otherwise.
Yeah, it showed up on the entry list, but it didn't actually make the race. I find no evidence of the thing actually existing. But the thought is, someone actually had that thought, and they were probably insane or suicidal.
Or just being mean.
Yeah, I drive a potentially lethal death trap just for banter.
The
And
Ford
then it
Pinto
turned
wasn't
into a
even
super-
that bad.
No,
Yeah, they
it wasn't.
pretty much fixed it after the first few years, but that bad publicity.
Well, no, apparently they actually, like, judged it. Like, pretty much every other American small car at the time had exactly the same issue. It's just Ford was the one everyone found out about first.
I think another problem was that the Pinto's doors would buckle and you couldn't get out in a rear-end collision.
I'm not too
Yeah,
sure
that
about
seems
that.
like a bigger problem.
I know there was, like, the issue with the Vega... Which... Was it the Vega, like, the one that was, like, rear engine? No, it was the Corvair, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, actually, the Corvaire's problem was even more bullshit than the Pintos.
Oh, yeah.
Because what the Corvair was is everyone says it's a dangerous car because swing axle and rear engine. And it's like, no, you just actually, got to drive the thing like a car. Like, there's really nothing wrong with the Corvair suspension, but because it was rear engine, everyone had to harp on it every time an accident happened.
No, but it is quite funny to think of a fucking, like, just some mum driving to a swap, to the shop, and her Corvair is basically arse end forward.
Now, now, if we really want to talk about cars that got really bad rap to America, the Suzuki Samurai.
Oh god, yeah, that was known for falling over, wasn't it?
Yes, but even though every single car like that has a problem. I mean, hell, it still make the Jeep Wrangler, and that has the exact same problem still.
Well, the fucking Ford Explorer had an issue where it'd fall over in cornering, wasn't it?
Actually, no, I think that was the Jeep Cherokee. The Explorer had a problem with its tires blowing all the time.
Oh yeah, that was it, yeah. Do you know why?
Why?
Because people played with the Ford Explorer in Vanishing Point and was like, oh yeah, this is how cars drive in real life.
It was something with Firestone's tires not being up to par, and Ford knew this, but they never changed the tires out until...
That's literally
like,
how most of
everyone
these
got
goes, though, isn't it? Like, Ford knows about issue, Ford decides not to really care about issue, Ford ends up paying for it later on.
Like a GM in the ignition switch thing with the Cobalt a few years ago.
I hated that. Do you know why I hated that?
Why?
Because I think that story broke literally the same time as Dieselgate, yet everyone in America was like, Volkswagen diesel emissions. It's like,
Actually, I think that was before
120
Dieselgate.
people just, like, died, and you're going on about this bullshit. Like, emissions don't matter. I'm sorry, they just don't. The world isn't going to die because they made 1 million Golf GTI turbo diesels. Like, it doesn't matter. Who cares?
I still fucking love this picture of a Ford Pinto where it has hot rod flames, but the hot rod flames are coming from the back of it instead of the front.
Oh, Jesus.
There's even a fucking Lego Ford Pinto that has the same thing that someone made.
Nice.
You know what car I would kind of unironically want?
AMC
The
Pacer.
fucking Ford Pinto wagon.
Oh yes.
I want a Pacer.
It's like the most 70s thing ever created.
Yeah. I still want a Pacer. I want 2 Pacers.
Isn't there a Pacer wagon too?
Yes. I want like a normal 75 Pacer hatchback, and then I want the V8 wagon. Because, yes, you could have a V8 Pacer, because why not?
Yes. Too bad the Pacer was really expensive for them to make, and then it did really well for them.
Oh, it wasn't expensive for them to make, it's just they spent too much money developing it.
Yeah, developing it. It probably would have went better if, GM's rotary engine actually happened.
Yeah, if GM weren't just being... I need to remember, stay off the curbs in the Elise, it doesn't like the curbs.
I wonder how much stuff would actually be different if GM's rotary engine actually, became a thing. Because I know a lot of cars are actually counting on that existing.
Everything would sound like the 787B and it'd be a better world.
Everything would touch, but hang on.
The strange thing is, if we did actually genuinely put as much time into rotary engines as we've put into combustion engines, they would have actually been just as good, if not better.
Yeah, everyone who hates off rotaries forget that they have almost 70 years less development than the normal piston engine.
Yeah, they could easily have been just as good.
It's basically like the equivalent of putting in a fucking old inline 8 from the 30s in a modern car.
Yeah.
Also, I fucking love this Ford ad because it's just a Pinto wagon with some 70s striping in that one circular window in the back next to a Ford van with the same striping.
Van.
Fucking
Listen,
70s vans are the best.
there's only one 70s van that's the best.
But
The Shag Wagon.
there's a lot of shaggin' wagons though.
No, the car that coined the phrase shagging wagon, the Holden Sandman.
Oh fuck yes.
That car literally gained that is the car that was originally the shag wagon because they would literally get prostitutes in the back of those things.
Oh yeah, because a Holden sand van with a couple having sex in it is the first thing that comes up in Google Images.
Yeah. They are the shag wagon. The Holden Sandman. They have another name for them. I think they call them the Kunk Crushers or something.
I would unironically own a Sandman though.
Sandmans are cool.
It's like a Holden Monado, but without all of the badness.
But cool.
Yeah, but actually interesting.
Oh shit. Someone made a Ford Transit with that exact same livery I was just talking about.
Oh god. Because of course they did.
Yeah, because stuff is getting weird now that America has the Transit, and now...
And the Americans like the Ford Transit.
Yeah, the only person that hasn't updated their van yet is Chevy. They still have the fucking Express, which hasn't really changed since 1990.
Chevrolet, American #1.
It's the last American-made van. Oh my god. Someone tried to make a Shaggin' Wagon Scion XB.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no.
I'm hoping it's just a Photoshop thing, but it has fucking. They're not torque thrusts. It's Magnum wheels.
Magnum Dawn.
And it's the top opens up and it's yeah, god damn.
I am electric.
Meanwhile, remember that car Honda specifically marketed to people having sex in?
Oh god.
What?
The SMX.
Oh, the S-Max. S-Mix.
Yeah.
SMX. There's a few of them for
Yeah,
sale around here, I want one. Holy shit, the Motorsports Elise pit? That's a first.
Did?
Those things don't even pit on fucking 15 laps of Monaco.
Monaco is the crawl. I don't want to.
Oh well, I'm still running super hard tyres, so it doesn't really make a difference to me.
Also, for some reason, Herbie is coming up for Shaggin' Wagon.
Unfortunately, the YouTube comments were right, Azza.
What?
Hard tires do make things a lot easier.
Thank you, YouTube comments.
Yeah, as much as we called you all liars and we're not doing what you said before.
When we don't mean that, because now we learn.
Sometimes we mean that.
Don't we know that listening to people only goes badly? This is why I make all my decisions on my own.
I did that, and then I ended up sleeping with walrus.
Hello?
Yes?
Okay, I can be heard now. Good.
At least you weren't dancing
There's
with
some
Ford.
problems.
Oh, wait, no, we could hear you. We were just kind of ignoring you.
Wow, you're a fucking cunt.
I couldn't hear him.
Sorry. Oh, because I was just hearing Dixon titties and Dixon titties and Dixon titties.
I didn't even
I know. I just.
I didn't even hear Dixon titties.
Oh, God.
Are you sure you weren't just imagining Dixon titties?
I mean, sometimes I like to imagine them, because why? Because would you blame me?
Yes.
I
Wow.
imagine titties.
I only
then I
imagine
imagine
dicks.
myself with titties. And then I wake up.
I only
Then
imagine
don't wake up.
dicks, it's okay.
Trust me, I've had some really fucking weird dreams. Most of them are basically zombie apocalypse, where replace zombie with something really fucking stupid.
Most of my dreams involve the 1992 Toyota Previa.
There's that fucking one where it's like basic white girl zombies. That one was terrifying.
Nice.
I never want to live that dream again.
Sandwich. So, as are you excited
Right.
for tomorrow, mate?
I'm really not, honestly.
Renault Clio trophy.
No.
You love the Renault Clio.
I really don't.
It's the car that gave you your freedom.
Unfortunately, it is. That's like proudly trying to say that you lost your virginity to like fucking the really weird horse girl in your fucking secondary school.
I would have fucked
You-
the... Mate, fucking, you should have seen the horse girl in my fucking secondary school. I would have nailed that to every fucking locker in the century, my friend.
Wait, what the fuck is a horse girl?
A girl who's creepily obsessed with like horses.
Oh yeah, she was fit
Like,
as fuck.
Insanely obsessed.
Oh, I was friends with that girl.
They're
She
all
ended up playing
they're
Bella.
called. They're mostly called Alice or Emily.
Yeah, you see, I'm not even joking. The horse girl in our school was quite fit. Anyways,
The whole.
Actually, no. That girl in my school was actually really good at cello. And
that feeling when you're trying to search for something and you don't know where it is.
Horses are fucking asshole.
I don't understand
I've-
people who like horses.
I'll tell you my experience.
Like, just
with-
get rid
with
of them
horses.
already. We've got cars now.
I'll tell you
The thing
my
is-
experience with a horse.
Oh god.
Or a horse.
The
Did you
school
get a
had,
horse
like, this-
cook up your ass? Remember what happened? We were speaking about that last time when someone died.
No. No, what happened is the school was like partnering with like, well, not partnering, doing some shit with like this local farm,
I used to.
and they let
Local dog!
and they let people fucking ride horses and shit. It wasn't fun. It was really less fun when one of the bastards decided to tread on my foot.
Ow.
Ow.
the-
Actual prick of a horse. I don't like horses.
I can tell this.
see, whenever people say horses are like really majestic and stuff, I just
They
always, I always just look at imagine their ass. I'm like, that's majestic, I guess.
It is not.
That's like the first thing that shows up, pops into my mind whenever people say horses are majestic.
Horses jump around, do things, eat hay, produce a lot of gas. The end.
Horses
is a
suck, but
horse,
zebras, man.
Yeah,
But we
zebras
just
are
shoot
rare as
all-
that, bro.
Can we just
Yeah.
shoot all horses?
My niggas are zebras.
I always feel. I think I watched a film before where like a horse got caught in sinky sand, and I felt really sad for it. But other than that,
I might.
You know how we could have avoided that horse being stuck in sinking sand?
the
Do you
1992
know how?
Toyota
In
Previa.
No, shooting it. Shooting them all.
Oh.
Quicksand is like literally one of those ways where I'm like, please don't let me die this way. That seems like one of the worst ways to die. It's like drowning, but instead of water, it's sand.
I
Yeah,
can't
but when
think of
have you
any
ever-
really worse way to die than drowning.
Well,
I'm having some issues with something I'm trying to get working, so
Or catching on fire.
I have
actually.
I have the impression I'm going to need to restart my computer.
Okay.
Oh, dick.
You can join back, can't you? Because
Yeah.
you've got the group now, anyway, so it's no biggie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should be able to.
But yeah, like, I can't really think of many worse ways than drowning or being set on fire. I don't like the idea of either of those two.
Freezing to death seems really bad too.
A what?
Freezing to death.
Eh.
Yeah, that's not very good, is it?
The thing is, though, drowning and
Yeah,
catching
I'll be
on
right
fire, like, at least if I freeze to death, I can fucking, like, just fucking slit my throat with an icicle and have it done with the...
I don't know. Slitting your throat also seems like one of the worst. I just imagine that being so fucking painful.
Yeah, but it's only painful for, like, 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't care.
No, 5 seconds. Just shoot yourself in the brain.
It's like drowning takes a while, catching on fire takes a while.
Mate, if I had to offer myself right through the art,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
I totally agree, guns are great for suicide.
Thing is, though, what if you miss?
Demonetized!
The best way to die is probably fucking
Ow.
carbon monoxide poisoning, because you don't even feel it, and then you're just dead.
How would you practice shooting yourself in the heart?
You
Ow.
would shoot your entire family. I know. That's what most
Wow.
Americans do. Oh shit. Never
I mean-
mind.
I mean, where is it?
I mean, I don't think I've ever shot my family. Let me check again.
I don't
Let me
think I
check
have.
again. Let me just FaceTime my mum quickly. BMW power!
No one man can have all that power.
I just realised something.
What?
What?
Gran Turismo actually had no M cars at all until Gran Turismo 4, did it?
No.
But it has M logos everywhere.
Yeah,
Nice.
because it only had the only BMW in this game is the 328 CI. Which is
Or
like...
why there were no M cars?
I don't know. It just... Gran Turismo 2 had no M cars, and Gran Turismo 3 only has the 328 CI, so...
The only thing I can really think of is Japanese bias.
Well, I mean, Gran Turismo 4... Yeah, I mean, Gran Turismo 4 made up for it because it had like 5 different versions of the M3, I think. Because it had the normal BMW M3, the M3 GTR, the M3 CSL, the M3 race car, 2 versions of that.
Oh yeah, the one that Porsche got really pissy about.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of BMW. There was a load of weird BMWs in that game. Like they had the 1 Series diesel of all 1 Series to go with, and they had like the standard 3 Series saloon as well.
No, as an American, the weirdest thing that will always happen when playing games will just have a car that you knew nothing about showing up.
Welcome to
Especially when I was
sometimes
little, when I
England.
would just like see a Peugeot. I think the only reason I knew figured out how to do it when he was in Finland.
One slight
But I
issue.
think what?
You're pronouncing it wrong.
No.
It's Peugeot.
Did the French actually say it like that?
I believe so.
No.
It's a
Speaking
slight...
of Fran-
I know, at least if you're saying it in England, it's Peugeot, which is basically, it's just, forget the U, it's just Per and Joe. Peugeot.
where's the R come from though? That's
It's just the way they say it, it's just,
We're weird, okay?
it's
Accept
like,
it.
to be fair, technically the English way of saying Renault is, or Renault is saying Renault, which is basically R-E-N-O, Renault.
Yeah.
Instead of like, that's the one thing I noticed with Americans, like, when they say French car names, they want to pronounce each and every single word of it like Renault and
well, yeah, because
Peugeot.
America barely had like American because like silent words,
Well,
silent
the worst
letters.
bit is, that's what makes sense. It makes sense
Yeah.
to say it that way, it's just that's not the way you say it, it's weird.
After taking French for a few years, I can just say it's a really fucking weird language. Like the main thing that was really about French is like each word sentence has like a different version depending on what you're talking about, because like the words are split up between male and female. So if you're talking about an object that has a female connotation, the sentence is completely different to if you have
Yeah.
a male connotation.
The French
Yeah.
usually is general from the French for some reason write stuff backwards. So if they wanted to say like you know, I drive a Land Rover Discovery, it basically comes out I drive Discovery Land Rover.
Yeah.
It's
Now,
weird.
speaking of car pronunciations, though, I found out something really weird.
Go on.
So apparently, Acura. Apparently, when Honda was making it, they actually were expecting everyone to pronounce it Acura.
Do you know what the weird thing is? It's
What?
funny you mention that because I literally remember as a kid calling it Acura. Oh, sorry. What did I call
So
it?
you were actually right.
I
but
called it
everyone just-
Acura. I think that was my name for it. Acura. Or something like
The
that.
Legend of Acura.
Because that's what it looks
Hello.
like. That's how
Yeah.
you'd think it. I'm just trying to think. There was a couple of American ones that were a bit weird.
I think when I was a kid, whenever I see Peugeot, however it's pronounced, I would always say Peugeot.
Yeah, that's how you want to say it, isn't it? But Peugeot is the actual. It's the English way. I think. I can't remember how Ludo says it. You'd have to ask him next time because I don't really notice it with Ludo. I think I
Also
know he
thought-
says Renault. He says Renault. Like actually does say it like Renault. That's what he actually says. And usually misses
think-
the T off the end of it.
I think the dumbest thing I did as a kid, though, was I always thought that the Lancia Delta was like some sort of hopped up version of the Mark III Golf for some reason.
Gee, it kind of
Nice.
looks like one, to be fair.
I remember I was watching this dude do a Let's Play Most Wanted 2012. He said that when he was playing it, like his grandparents called and say, "Oh yeah, we used to have one of those. They were called rabbits back then in America."
Well, there is one reason why that might actually be slightly the case.
I mean, the Delta and the Mark
do
III
eggs?
Golf do look kind of similar.
Well, no, the Delta and the Mark 1 Golf were designed by the same person.
No,
They were
yeah.
both designed by Ital, who also designed the BMW M1.
Yeah.
So, Ital very much designed a lot of boxy looking cars, so the Delta and the Golf do, and they designed, I think they designed the Jetta and the Passat as well, like the first gen versions of those.
Or what's the Scirocco? The Scirocco seems like an Italian design.
The Scirocco is quite an interesting car. I think the Scirocco came first, and then someone made a wagon version of the Scirocco, and Volkswagen saw it and was like, huh, and that's how the Volkswagen Polo originally became a thing.
Oh.
It was literally like a smaller Scirocco wagon. That's basically what the Polo was, and then they made it into its own thing.
Volkswagen's weird, especially if you go to South America. Because in that, there's like everything is just.
Well, they have the
All the
Volkswagen
Volkswagen-
Gol, and they have the Fox, and stuff like that.
Still fucking love the Volkswagen City Golf, which was just like a Mark II Golf, I think.
I think it's a Mark
yeah.
1 Golf with like some Mark 2 bits on it.
No, it's a Mark I Golf with like some Mark VI Golf bits on it. It's fucking weird.
Oh yeah,
looking.
like the more modern ones.
Yeah.
One of my favourite weird Golfs is the cross country, the Mark II.
I love how I come back and it's just talking about a bunch of golfs.
Well, we
Yeah.
were actually talking about Acura.
Yeah. Or
Because the
Acura.
golf is clearly an Acura.
Yeah, and
We were
then
talking about just dumb pronunciations we
Acura.
did as a kid, pretty much.
I mean,
Oh.
the
fair.
weird
To be
bit
fair-
is, you know what you're saying about Volkswagen in South America?
Yeah.
Fiat's actually also kind of similar. Like, Fiat literally is its own different version of South America. Like, they kept making the Uno in South America.
I mean, I'll be honest, as a kid, I used to pronounce Peugeot as Puget.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
As a kid, I didn't know how to pronounce Mercedes, so I called it 3-star.
Actually, the dumbest thing I think was whenever there would be a German car championship and it said Deutsch, I always thought it meant Dutch. So I lived my
I learned
life
it was-
thinking that fucking Mercedes was a Dutch car company for
I-
years.
I mean, I learned it was Mercedes pretty quick because there was a girl in my class many years ago whose name was Mercedes.
I bet
but-
she's a prostitute now.
I knew
I
it
don't
was
know.
Mercedes because my family's black.
uh,
Well, actually, I do have a cousin named Mercedes too.
Yes,
so-
and every third black person's called Mercedes, clearly.
but yeah, like I used to think until that girl was in my class, it was Mercedes.
Nice.
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
But yeah,
Mercedes.
like, it is the weird thing, like I said, that like with Peugeot, like you want to pronounce every single word of it, but no, it literally is just Peugeot. That's just how it comes out. The U's pretty silent. The
I
one
think the funniest one
I think
was
the thing that confuses American... Yes, seat. Loads of American.
Yeah, I literally just said seat whenever I saw stay at it again.
Same.
I'm not sure if they can do it particularly well, but every time I've sort of tried to like teach Americans like, okay, per Joe, apparently they can't really do Joe particularly well. Like that sort of
Joe?
Joe.
Really?
Yeah, per Joe. It's
Joe?
Joe.
I can...
Joe.
Yeah, it's not
Joe.
that bad. Joe. Billy Bob Joe.
And then when they try and put it like per and Joe together, it usually sounds a bit weird. I don't know why. I guess it's because Europeans can kind of hold weird noises better, and Americans can do other things better. I don't know.
Yeah. We can talk like this better.
To be fair, Americans like fucking their car names are quite easy to remember, so...
Yeah.
This is the Pontiac, this is my Lincoln. I drive a Cadillac.
That's a whole bunch of guys' last name anyway, so...
Yeah. I guess Hennessy is a bit of a weird one.
Hennessy? Well, no, because everyone just thinks of the alcohol because it's, you know, the same way.
I'm trying to think of what car brands kids would be confused by these days.
I know my sister was actually confused by Kia for a little bit.
Did she pronounce it K-I-A?
She always thought that the A, since the way it's stylized, she always thought it was an upside down V for some reason.
Kiva.
Kiv.
Yeah, she would always call it Kiv, and she still does it, even though she knows better, just to piss me off.
I mean,
mate, I drive the
my
Kiv.
youngest sister for a little while thought Tesla was pronounced Tisla.
Tisla.
Titla.
But she says Tesla now.
Fiat!
She wouldn't believe me though, but it wasn't until she saw a commercial on TV where they said Tesla where she realized it was Tesla.
Oops.
So yeah.
Also, I found out something. Apparently, Nissan is just a wrong pronunciation.
Yeah, you're supposed to say
well,
Nis, or like, isn't it like
The
Nissan?
Japanese do say it Nissan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always knew it was Nissan.
I thought
Nissan is kind of easier to say, so...
I pronounce it like a completely different way. Do you want to know?
What?
Datsun.
I believe
Sorry, dealing Emile's joke here.
Yeah,
England.
I believe it's like the real way to say Porsche is to go Porsche or something.
Yeah, it's
I
Porsche.
have always called it Porsche.
I've always
call it
called it
Rough.
Porsche. It's like they
People actually used to tell me I was wrong when I said Porsche. That's why I started saying Porsche.
that like I remember
And then
there
Porsche
was
just
like
made it, and then... Sorry, go ahead.
there was a video where it was just like, oh, how wrong pronunciation of car brands goes on, and like literally half of them were like, I already did it. Like, it's like people want to say Volkswagen, I say Volkswagen because it is Volkswagen. That's what it is.
I
There's
say
a V there.
VW because I'm not a poncy cunt.
I like saying Volkswagen though because it makes me feel like a poncy cunt.
I'm too used to say Volkswagen.
I drink to that.
I think one of the ones that confuses people quite a lot is probably roof. Like they think it's rough.
Oh yeah, I
RUF.
It's weird because I always say rough because it looks like that's what it is, but
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I only realized not too long ago that it's actually roof.
Yeah.
I think my brain as a kid, whenever it saw roof, it just kind of figured out that rough just sounds weird, so I'm gonna go roof.
Well, it's like as a kid I used to say Volkswagen, but like ever since I've sort of I can't remember where I learned it, but it was Volkswagen, and ever since then I've said it that way.
But yeah, I find it amusing though because it's like apparently Porsche just like they made like a quick video say how to pronounce Porsche, and they clearly say Porsche.
Oh, there's another weird one for you.
What?
Hyundai when it's actually Hyundai.
Hyundai.
I never really
Yeah,
knew
we
anyone
just
who
say
called it
Hyundai.
Hyundai. I always called it
Yeah.
Hyundai.
Hyundai doesn't. That's not how you're supposed to say it. It is Hyundai.
I think Hyundai actually comes from the joke though, where we thought. I think it more comes from a thing where people always like the thought that it was trying to rip off Honda.
Hyundai.
Yeah.
That was like a thing. So that's why they all say Hyundai because it sounds kind of like Honda.
I think Ssangyong's another one people are supposed to struggle with.
Mitsubishi.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think I've
Mitsubishi.
ever heard anyone screw up Mitsubishi.
I always thought it was. I always thought it was SsangYong, but it's just SsangYong.
To be honest with you, Mitsubishi is kind of a weird one.
Is it really? I don't think I've ever heard anyone mispronounce it.
If I'm trying to, like, when I've noticed this when I was doing the Hot Lap Classic and it kept winning, if I tried to say it fast, it usually comes out with me, okay, yeah, we have the Mitsubishi. That's how it usually comes out for me when I'm trying to speed through it, I say Mitsubishi, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I do it. It's just...
Mitsubishi.
The only real difference I really, hear is when some people say, Bishi, and some people say Bishi.
Mitsubishi, yeah.
Mitsubishi, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch some of the Hot Lap Classics, you will see, or, some of the early ones, because it's been beaten since then, but you will actually hear me say Mitsubishi Lancer Evo 5. Even though that doesn't make any sense, it's just... comes out when I try and brush through it.
Impreza, too.
Oh yeah, Impreza. I always said Impreza though, so...
I kind of flip-flopped a lot. Sometimes it'll just be Impreza, and then sometimes Impreza.
And then sometime Impretzel.
Actually, there's another thing my sister does. She pronounces the T at the end of Chevrolet.
Chevrolet?
Chevrolet.
When I was really young, I used to say Chevrolet.
I think I used to say that as well.
I always heard the commercials before I really tried saying it, so that's why I already...
Yeah,
Chevy runs deep.
So deep.
It's
so deep.
I'm also serious about this one. I used to think Audi was Odie.
Odie.
Odie. I'm actually sure how you get to that one.
Call it Auto Union, boys.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think.
It's funny you mentioned Chevrolet though, because I remember, as a wee kid, my only exposure to them being Gran Turismo, I thought the brand was called Corvette.
Oh yeah, I thought Corvette was its own brand.
You say that, you're not alone. A lot of Americans think Corvette is its own brand.
I thought it was the
Corvette Camaro.
I thought it was the Corvette Chevrolet at some point.
Same.
Actually, speaking of that, it's the fucking Enzo is one of those.
Oh yeah.
Cars. The Ferrari Enzo Ferrari.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
because
really
you're supposed
just
to say Enzo Ferrari, aren't you? I say
yes,
Ferrari.
But everyone
Enzo.
has to add Enzo Ferrari because name.
I always call it Ferrari Enzo. I don't even.
Just call it the Enzo. It'll do.
I mean, that's kind of really what it is. I mean, Enzo Ferrari, I guess technically, but Ferrari Enzo is really what it's.
Or you call it the F60.
Yes, I actually do. I used to do it a lot. I don't do it anymore just because everyone's forgotten about it. But I did used to call it the F60. Isn't technically the LaFerrari the F70?
Yeah.
I don't think they ever called it that internally though.
Well,
they called the Enzo the F60 internally. That's why that's a little bit more acceptable. It's like the LaFerrari is like the F70 in spirit.
Oh yeah, that's one that I don't do.
What?
I don't call if I'm writing it down somewhere, I don't call it Ferrari LaFerrari. I will just call it LaFerrari.
I think Ferrari just calls it LaFerrari at times, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it makes things easier, doesn't it? Even though it is the silliest name for a car ever, because what happens if they build a better car than the LaFerrari?
Yeah.
Because the LaFerrari, literally... Saying the LaFerrari actually is bad, because it is literally the Ferrari.
Just put...
There is always the Ferrari Superfast.
I like the Superfast, that's a good name.
They could call it the LaFerrari New.
What's the new one called? The Portofino?
Yeah, Portofino is a pretty good name.
Yeah, other than the fact I
don't like Portofino. A lot of people have been bragging on the name. I'm like, why?
Well, I only have one issue with it.
It's better than California.
I will end up calling that car someday the Ferrari Profiterole. Because that is kind of what it looks like.
I mean, I knew someone who didn't like I knew someone online who doesn't like the looks of the Portofino, so he just called it the Ferrari Porta Potty.
How can you not like?
I don't like the looks of the Portofino either.
That's what I'm thinking too. I like the looks of the Portofino.
It looks so much better than the California.
I don't know.
Right.
I think I actually like the way the California T looks better than the Portofino.
I could kind of understand
that's that thing I hate where I seem like
it's just like how I think the replacement to the FF, the GTC4 Lusso, looks a lot better.
Oh yeah,
I like the GTC4. I actually really like the look of the GTC4 Lusso, but the Portofino does that thing that I can't stand, where it's just like there's random angles at places just to be angles.
I don't I'm still not sure on the looks of the A12 Superfast.
Yeah,
I like the rear end, the front end.
like
I
it.
don't like those vents. They put me off. Like, it looks like it's got eyebrows. I don't like cars with eyebrows.
I mean, I still think the prettiest Ferrari, much to Juraster's disagreement, is the 575.
Yeah, the 575 is the best looking.
I still have to go with the 550 on that. It's just
Oh
the
my
little
God.
details
The worst
at
bit
the
is,
front.
like,
For
there's
my
literally
money-
virtually no difference other than the fact that the
There
550's
really
got slightly
isn't, but
wider
like,
headlights.
I just
And a
well,
slightly
and also
wider
the front
front
air
grille.
dam.
Yeah, and that's
I
like
like the shorter front, the smaller headlights, and the actually the front air dam too.
I
was another
prefer it
one.
on the 575 because it looks more complete with the car than it does on the 550.
Yeah, I agree with that.
For my opinion, I prefer for the best looking Ferrari is the F355 for me.
It's a
555
classic.
is good. I like the design of it, but
It's my favourite.
You think
I
Ferrari
see why
I
is
it
think
would
the
Ferrari.
be.
F348's actually been creeping up in my books.
I mean,
after
an,
a while.
an unpopular opinion for me is I think another pretty Ferrari is the F50.
The F50's cool.
Oh, it's brilliant, but I'd say
I don't
it's not as good as the.
I don't really have an opinion on the F50 to be honest.
I like it a lot.
I also really like the 288 GTO. Something about the way
I've
that
got to be
thing
honest,
looks.
never liked the GTO. Never liked the 288.
Fair enough.
I don't
I do
like...
like the,
I ain't gonna burn. I ain't gonna.
I didn't
try
even really know what the 288 was until years later, to be fair.
To be honest with you, pretty much any 80s supercar I've never really been a fan of.
except for the weaker Vector W8 twin
Yeah,
turbo.
apart from that. But like even like the BMW M1, I don't particularly think much of the way that thing looks. I really don't.
Me either. I've never actually thought it was a particularly
The
good
Pro
looking
car's
car.
kind of cool, but
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a pro car.
Yeah,
like
'cause
you
it's a
can't
pro
not
car.
like that.
I mean, to be fair, any car's cool if it's a pro car. I mean, hell, fucking...
Hey.
As much as I rag on the Vauxhall Astra, the V8 fucking DTM one with Ding written all over the back of it's great, because it's Ding.
Have you seen the Alpha, I think, 155 Pro car?
Yeah. That's a
Fucking,
mentalist.
yeah, this is just an F1 car with an Alpha's body on it.
It's great. It's like any car can be made cool with F1 parts. I mean, look at the Renault Espace.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the
Fucking-
Espace F1.
The
Small
Espace
displacement
F1's fucking...
beats-
The Espace F1's just really fucking cool.
It just is. It's the greatest car Renault's ever made.
Also, that engine note, because small displacement V10s are... they're probably my favorite, like, sounding engines overall.
I'd say it's the best Renault ever made. I kind of like the Spider. The
Didn't the
Spider's-
Spider have a lot of issues, though?
I'm not sure.
Like,
It's
as a
cool
car?
looking car though.
The only game I've actually ever seen the Spider in is, well, again, Apex.
PGR, I think it's in there as well.
Well, I had PGR2, but I never really progressed in it much, so I never looked at the card list too
I know
much.
PGR had a Lotus 340R, and the only other game I've seen with a 340R other than Horizon 3 through DLC is Tokyo World Touring Cars had a 340R.
Yeah.
Have you seen the car list for that Racer?
It's pretty
Oh.
interesting.
Look at the
Shit.
car list of World Touring Cars. It's great. They have like a touring car version of the Chrysler 300M and the Mercury Sable.
Oh, yeah.
It's so dumb. I think they have like a Ford Falcon as well.
Mercury Sable, I think, has to be one of the most boring cars ever to exist.
No, I will
Which-
not
what
take
car?
that. I will not stand for that.
Okay,
What car?
okay, the third gen Sable.
Listen, the Mercury Sable wagon in Vanishing Point is fucking sweet.
Well,
But-
that's because it's a wagon.
Emile, it's no Mercury Marauder.
It is not a Mercury Marauder, but it is the car you should buy while I buy a Mercury Marauder.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a Mercury Sable wagon.
I'd buy
That
a
would be
Mercury
kinda cool.
Marauder. They're just sexual. They are. I want one in
I
the
don't
UK.
know.
It's
I
the
always just
best-
like the
it's
way
the
that-
best. It's the best Crown Victoria trim, pretty much. Period.
The only thing I don't like about the Marauder is it hasn't got very interesting colours, but other than that, like, I can't fault it.
I like the red that
The
was
red looks
available
kinda
for
nice.
it.
Oh, I kind of like the idea of having a Crown Vic in bright blue for some reason, though.
You want
Fair
to look like a cop. You want to look like a cop.
Shut up!
Maybe, maybe he is a cop.
Do you know the worst bit is? I will be the first person to rag on low displacement, big, heavy American cars, and American cars can't turn, blah blah blah. I'm sorry, the three American cars I want in my life are an AMC Pacer, some form of Crown Victoria Mercury Marauder Panther body, and I want a goddamn Chevy Caprice from the 90s.
Oh, no.
I want those skirted rear wheels. I want the V8.
Wait, do you want the Caprice or okay, not the Impala?
No,
just the Caprice.
I don't want the Impala. I want the Caprice because skirted rear wheels and like those massive benched leather seats and just. I want an American car just because I just want the Caprice because it is literally just a big fucking sofa.
One of the things that always confuses me is that the Impala SS is apparently a pretty rare car, yet I see them all the fucking time.
It might be like fucking Azza and like base, or like I say base model, like Subaru Impreza R's. Like you see none of them around here, but apparently according to Azza, like around his neck of the woods, so there's just fucking millions of them.
Yeah,
One thing
because
that's-
cheaper wheel drive, bruv.
One thing that slightly pisses me off is that the Saab 96X, I mean, is rarer than a Ferrari F50, yet I've seen 3 96Xs.
But no F50.
Yeah. Like, the 96X is a stupidly rare car.
Weren't you
and yet
looking
I've
at
seen
getting
3
a thingy at some point? The Saab
Huh?
9.2. That weird, like, not Impreza Saab.
Yeah.
Cause
I actually kind of want one of those, but I
just
think people are...
You just want it because you can be fucking alternative, don't you?
I have been looking at weird cars for my first car, yes.
I know you wanted that
I
weird
kind of wanted
looking
a
fucking
Ford Probe
Nissan
GT.
convertible. The what?
A Ford Probe GT.
Oh, gee. No, you don't want a Probe. God damn the fucking... Isn't that like what the Mustang was supposed to be replaced by originally?
Yeah, and then people got pissy and Ford was like, okay, we'll just sell this as its own thing.
And it was bad.
Well, the Probe really wasn't that bad, though. I think it's more like the cheap American car from the 90s thing over like how good the car actually was. Because remember, it's basically just a Mazda.
Here's the thing. I never saw a Probe running.
1 second.
The only Probes I ever saw, and I'm not joking, there was literally like 10 of these where I was when I was growing up. Every single time I saw a Probe, it always had a for sale sticker in it for like 450 quid. It was like fucking just like various generations of Ford
They actually
Probe.
sold this Probe over in the UK?
Yeah, they did, and they all had 450 quid for sale signs on them, and about 10 years ago they all disappeared, and I don't think I've seen a Ford Probe on the road since.
I wonder if it's one of those things where the Ford Probe may have got slightly nerfed in Europe or something.
No, I think it's just got a reputation as being a bad car. I mean, the Mazda MX-6 wasn't thought much of, and I think that's the same car, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really... the only Mazda Ford that we got that really catched on was Mazda's version of the Ford Fiesta. That was just a weird car. Like the Mazda 121.
Every time I see a Mazda, whatever the Mazda Ford Ranger rebadge was, I just kind of gotta think for a second. Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not gonna
That
lie.
was a thing.
I can't remember who I was speaking to. I think it was Azza. And he's really confused by this. I remember as a kid being fascinated by those Mazda rebadged Ford Fiestas because it's like, what is that? Why has that got a black bar across the back of it? It's the Mazda 121. I was like, that's the coolest thing ever because it's a Ford Fiesta, but it's not a Fiesta.
But it's
The
the
one thing
depressing Ford Fiesta.
Listen, I was basically as a kid, I knew a lot about cars. And I knew pretty much every make and model on the road. So when a car which
Yeah.
I'd never seen before came along, like when I was like, oh yeah, that's a Ford Fiesta, and it like looked at the back of it, I was like, oh my god, it's a Mazda 121. Like those are the things I remember. Like cars that I didn't recognize. It was like, holy crap, that's a thing.
I actually just get excited every time I saw a Lincoln Mark LT.
No, Jesus.
But no, actually, I think I had a slight existential crisis when it came to the Mazda Tribute.
Oh god.
Because I'll always look at it like, that looks kind of like a Ford Escape. But it does, at least the first gen, it's like, it has like the same shape as a Ford Escape, but it doesn't have like the same like fenders and stuff. And I'm like, is this actually an Escape? I could never figure it out as a kid. And the second gen rolled around, I was like, oh yeah, that's
Do you
just
know
an
what
Escape.
car excites me these days every time I see it? And it sounds so stupid.
What?
I genuinely get excited every time I see a Mazda Demio.
That's justifiable.
'cause
They're
I'm like,
actually
holy fuck, it's a
disturbingly
Mazda
okay.
Demio!
They're disturbingly okay, that's the thing.
I wanted one as the first car.
So did I.
Like, genuinely, I was looking into them and everything. I just could never find a good one.
Yeah, I was looking at one, honestly.
I would have owned a Demio, dude. Fucking
Then I
awesome.
realised for insurance it'd be like fucking 2,000 quid, and I'm like, I don't want one that much.
Oh, I wouldn't care about that. I'd have a Demio. The only problem is now, like, I don't think I could go to a Demio because, like, there's literally no point unless I was to, like, strip it out and rally it.
Yeah, I kind of like that with like any 80s compact Japanese car because most of them have been junked in America at this point. So I will get excited over a Starlet.
Or unless it's a case of I buy a house and my Volvo S60 turns out doesn't get any good.
I buy a Dodge Dart.
Yes. Or it turns
touch
out
my
like
Dodge.
I buy a house and like it turns out my fucking Volvo S60 gets like fucking like 2 miles per gallon, in which case I'd probably end up buying a Mazda Demio. Because I need fuel.
Speaking of first cars, my roommate was actually looking at some cars in the area and went on Craigslist. Oh boy, there were some fucking gems on Craigslist.
Of course it was.
I think the highlight had to be it was a Nissan 280ZX.
Oh god.
No, it wasn't ZX. It was a 260Z.
Oh
But
wow.
I swear to God, the owner tried to make it look like the 240Z from Wong and Midnight with the wrong car.
Oh god.
Because it was Midnight. It had that same blue paint. It had race bucket front seats. It had those like kind of mesh rims. It was like I think this was supposed to be a Wong and Midnight replica, but he just used the wrong car. That was selling for 10 grand.
To you, sir.
He was also
boy.
looking at a fucking like completely stupid modded out Del Sol. I think some guy was selling like it. I think it was a turbo Del Sol for 3.5 grand.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You should have seen what I did to Ludo yesterday.
But
I started looking at Civics randomly and he was just like, God damn it, you make me want a Civic again, and now I posted him like 450 quid versions of the Civic he wants. I just hear
Shouldn't have crashed it, should he?
Yeah, Ludo, you shouldn't have crashed your fucking car, you dickhead.
No.
You should have installed ABS.
actually, you know a really dumb car that I get excited about whenever I see one?
Go on.
What?
The Suzu Axiom.
Oh god.
What?
Do you know what I'd get excited by if I lived in America?
I fucking vaguely remember the name of that.
I'd get excited in America by the Isuzu, what was it called? The Vio Cross.
V-Cross, oh yeah!
But that's because the Veracross
Fucking
is like an actual
TXR3, boy.
interesting thing. The Axiom is the most generic kind of big SUV ever. And the only reason I think I know of its existence is because my fucking Votech class had one for like a year.
I'm just trying to think, what other stupid things do I get obsessed by these days?
Oh, pre-facelift Fox body Mustangs. That's my thing.
Oh, I like seeing Skoda Fabias, but like the saloon version of the Skoda Fabia, because it's the saddest, most third world looking car in the entire world.
I don't know why, I find certain Skodas like kind of interesting in a weird way.
Oh god, which ones?
The Yeti mostly, and the old Octavia.
The old Octavia is a Golf, basically. The Yeti
Yeah.
is kind of cool.
Yeti's alright.
I also like. I don't really care for the car, but I like the name of it, the Skoda Superb.
Oh god, the Superb. Yeah, the most unsuperb car in the world. I haven't actually seen a Skoda. Not gonna lie, everyone's like, oh yeah, Skodas are dead reliable. I haven't seen a Superb, like a first gen Superb. I haven't seen one in years. And they
Maybe
used to
they
be
all
everywhere.
died because they were less than superb.
Yeah, because they used to be like, taxi drivers used to either drive Octavias, Mondeos, or Superbs, and apparently everyone who bought a Skoda Superb has traded in for a Tesla now, who drives a taxi. Mind you, I say that, there's a fucking taxi rolling around here, it's like a 1998 Mercedes-Benz E-Class or something.
I have a fucking weirder taxi I've seen.
It's got like 500,000 miles on it or something, it's crazy.
Yeah, my family spent a night in DC once just as like a little break.
Washington,
And,
D.C.
And there was a fucking 350Z taxi. And I'm just here trying to figure out how the fuck does that work? Because it only has 2 seats.
How does that work?
I don't understand how that works.
Is that
but it
a
was just
tax
fucking-
dodge or...?
I don't know, but it was a fucking 350Z taxi.
Okay, fair enough. I don't actually know. Oh yeah, how does taxis in America work? Because like literally, whenever we think of taxis in America, we just think of yellow cabs. But I'm fairly certain that's just a New York only thing, right?
Yellow is like a default taxi color, but it's just a whole bunch of private business running them pretty much.
And then you've got loads of Ubers.
Yeah, the taxis are on their way out now. So, you know, all those people who kind of do that as a job are kind of fucked.
Yeah, because the weird thing is here, like, taxis are literally just private hire cars that have, like, badges on them, and literally they are all Skodas, Ford Mondeos. You see a couple of, like, there used to be a bunch of Vectras, but they've gone away now. It's like Skodas, there's a couple of Teslas. What else is there? And then it's like sort of like Fiat Doblo, like wheelchair vehicles as well. There's quite a few of those.
Yeah. See, the thing
Panthers and stuff.
I legitimately feel bad for taxi drivers right now because like these people kind of do these as like a
128.000. Anyways, carry on.
Yeah, like these people kind of need to do this at a job because you know they went through all that training and licensing you need to do to drive a taxi in America, and then some app comes along, it's like, hey, I'm soccer mom. If you have some free time, just drive some people around.
Hey, I'm a sandwich. Oh.
Hey, college. It's like, hey, college student. Yeah, why don't you buy some people around? So it's like, you know, taking a job away from someone who kind of needs it just so you can make an extra quick buck.
Yeah. I guess. I mean, luckily over here it hasn't taken off as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. But apparently I'm like the only person I've ever talked to that has that same, like, mindset about it, so I don't know.
Oh, I completely understand where you're coming from. Then again, most taxi drivers here are just bell ends, so maybe not.
I mean, my only experiences in taxis both come from a week we spent in New York. And the only real experience I remember, one of the taxi drivers was fucking insane. He was just ranting about how his ex-girlfriend cheating on him while speeding through traffic. And because I even remember we were going to the Empire State Building on that run. It was, yeah.
Do you know,
that was an interesting.
Not gonna lie, do you know what all this speak about taxi drivers is making me want to do now?
What?
Make some crazy money?
No, it's making me want to watch that fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers music video with that weird taxi driver, if you remember that one. I can't remember the name of the song, but they get chased down by a Ford Bronco at the end.
Man, just the Ford Bronco getting chased.
What's the name of that song? The only Red Hot Chili Peppers song... Oh, it's By the Way, that's the one. I was going to say, the only Red Hot Chili Peppers song I know off by heart, name-wise, is Californication. Because that had a fucking awesome music video. It's like a video game or some shit. It was cool.
I still find it fucking hilarious that the new Bronco is going to come out and that OJ gets out on parole at the same year. It's like, they like, Ford fucking planned this, didn't they? They're going to get OJ to do the commercials for it. Because my dad actually says that when the OJ chase happened, the Ford Bronco sales fucking skyrocketed after it.
That was everything. I think even like WWE stole footage of that at some point for some reason.
Yeah.
Wasn't that on like a WrestleMania or something, Thunder? Like in the middle of a street fight, there was just random cuts of OJ's Bronco for no reason. It was so stupid.
Okay, OJ's Bronco though. OJ's kind of a weird dude because after that whole debacle, he was later arrested for playing the heist a casino in Las Vegas.
Nice. OJ's just fucking OJ.
Banter.
Orange Juice Simpson.
Oh shit, I remember one thing. This was really fucking stupid thing I did as a kid. Basically, it was that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents where, like, think it was the first episode where, like, it was like the special where Poof was born and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And Cosmo does like a little reference to the Bee Gees. And of course I didn't know who the Bee Gees were, but for whatever reason, I had O.J. Simpson and the Bee Gees confused as a kid.
Oh god. That's awkward. That sounds like that'd be an interesting conversation. Roller coaster.
Like I eventually, as I got older, just kind of figured it out on my own. But still,
I'm gonna probably be going shortly after you finish this here.
Hey, guess what, Thunder?
You're done, aren't you?
There's 2 more laps and then we're done.
you're done
okay.
now.
Stay in here.
Where are you going anyway? What are you doing?
It's a combination of wanting to relax and some other stuff I just want to do for now.
Will it roll?
Oh.
That is the question.
God damn it! What the fuck is this? Ah shit! WhatsApp. Fuck off!
Stop texting or driving, you wanker.
Shut up, you wank pheasant.
No, I'm not the one texting and driving.
I'm not texting and driving. I'm just texting my jacks while texting. I'm checking my
I'm
pecs.
jacking off. Is what I'm doing.
No, fuck off! 2 seconds.
Professionalism.
Oh, what the hell?
Let's finish the
I thought
final bit of
leaving and
inspiration
dying-
without any more interruptions.
Okay, I thought leaving and dying were the same thing online.
Well, no one was cut. To be fair, I will
You die
say,
in GT3, you die in real life.
No,
clearly, the Lister store might show up at my house and try to bazooka me to death or something. Fucking hell. I used to like the Lister Storm, but I'm never going to be able to look at that car again now. Because, like, that story is so stupid, admittedly, but I'm never going to be able to look at that car without thinking about it now. Like, bear in mind, I've dealt with, like, 10 years of people telling me that car's garbage in Gran Turismo, and I still liked it, but now you've just ruined it. Because apparently it killed an Audi R18 or something.
and 3 people, but I think the R18's more important.
Yeah, I mean, the R18 costs more than 3 people. I mean, how much is a person worth on a, like, worldwide scale? Like, £7.20?
Depends on the person. I'd value you at like 40 quid.
No, I'm saying, like,
I'll
average.
actually like search this up. I think it's GDP per capita.
Yeah. What's the average GDP per capita of the entire world?
So worldwide, the average GDP per capita of all the countries combined is $15,800.
So
Oh.
each person's worth $15,800.
An R8 is worth more than.
Yeah, how much
like
is an
3
Audi
of that.
R18 worth?
A lot. A few million.
Yeah, I'd rather have the Audi R18 than
Yeah,
3 people.
I'd rather. To be fair, I'd rather have an Audi R18 than about 3 people. Are you kidding me?
Well, what if you could choose whoever those 3 people?
No,
like,
no,
personally?
just like literally, it's just 3 random people that just disappear, like from completely different countries and everything. It's just 3 random people in favour of you having an Audi R18. I think you could buy
You'd
a
have
lot
to be
with
an
an
idiot
Audi
to say no.
R18,
Yeah.
like hookers,
hookers and blow.
really good hookers. Like fucking, like, not the ones that show up on that really awful. Have you seen that like really bad UK TV show about the brothel that's in like fucking Yorkshire?
No,
It's just
but it
full of fat
sounds terrible.
birds.
Why is there a TV show about that?
Oh, because fucking England makes TV shows like America makes TV shows these days. Shit, and on what's it called? E.
Oh.
Oh yeah, E exclamation mark.
Either that was just
It's-
Channel
it's
4.
the-
Either that was just Channel 4 spewing shit from their assholes again, as they usually
Yeah,
like to
pretty
do.
much.
They had like a thing the other day which like added like a load of smudging to some adverts, and people like kept turning. Like, we was like, what the fuck's happened to the television? And it's like, oh no, this is an advert for eyesight awareness. And it's like, I think I know when my eyesight's gonna go, you stupid dickheads. I won't be able to see anything. That's the key giveaway.
Actually, it's a modern rapper actually did.
Five-star.
Oh, maybe a Lotus or a Lotus or a Lotus or a Lotus. I got a Lotus. I actually like that colour.
It's in P color.
I actually like that
Like-
colour.
Speaking of that kind of stuff, though, a modern rapper actually just did something smart, which I never thought I would say that sentence.
What?
Well, basically, it made a video for his like hit song that everyone likes, which is a really stupid song. And so he made the music video for it. And then he fucking clickbaited everyone and gets into like an actual like deep meaning video about shit.
You gotta admit that green is kind of nice.
Yeah.
Peridot metallic.
Peridot metallic, yes.
Anyways, that's it for this episode of Gran Turismo 3. Next time we're going to be tackling another endurance race. Join us for that. Until then, farewell.